Coyote versus Acme is out and about to hit the theaters. We chat with the star of the film, Will Forte, about this loony new flick. And take a stroll around Denver like you never have before. The walking tour you'll want to sign the whole family up for. And you're invited to celebrate Raising Cane's anniversary with chicken fingers, puppies, and a whole lot of one love to go around. Colorado and Company starts when? Right now, baby.
Portions of Colorado and Company contain paid content.
Gonna get you through the day. Good friends.
Good morning. All the world's a stage, said Shakespeare. And this Wednesday morning, our Coco stage is getting a little wild because Shakespeare in the Wild, did you see how I did that? Yeah. Thank you all, is joining me now. My former colleague and dear, dear friend, Shannon Altner. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm so excited. She's the Associate Artistic Director of and actor of Shakespeare in the Wild. Yes, and she's a great actress. And as well, of course, Aaron Vega, the director of the Comedy of Errors. Welcome, you two. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
So excited to talk to you. I studied Shakespeare. I was in Shakespeare's plays. I'm trying to get a hair out of my face.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to leave it there. Shannon, what is Shakespeare in the Wild?
So Shakespeare in the Wild is a theater company that is based in Centennial. And basically what we do is we build a stage every summer under 2 gorgeous cottonwoods, and we invite the public out for free Shakespeare. We do a free Shakespeare production. So people come out with their chairs, they've got their picnics set up, friends
you can bring
and
your
family.
own food.
Oh yeah, you bring everything in, you pack in, pack out. We're very Colorado like
very,
that.
very.
And yeah, we do a free production of Shakespeare.
Unbelievable. The accessibility to me is like, sometimes you think of Shakespeare and the elitism of that and like going to the theater, but this brings it to the people.
Exactly.
Which is what Shakespeare did in the first place. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, Aaron, if I'm being honest, Comedy and Error sounds like my morning every day, okay? What are we in for? Tell me about Comedy of Errors.
Comedy of Errors.
I don't know it very well.
Yeah, very few people do. It's not one of the ones that's taught in high school.
Yeah.
It's super funny and fast. It was sort of Shakespeare's equivalent of like a sitcom back in the day. And it was written for a whole bunch of college students, so you know the jokes are kind of a little baughty. In Shakespeare style, so the kids can still enjoy it, like a Pixar movie. The kids goes right over their heads and the parents go, that's funny. It's a silly story about twins that were separated at birth and all the shenanigans that happens because nobody knows that there's somebody in the world that looks like them.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's very funny. It's very fast. It's about 75 minutes.
Wow.
And you get to sit out under the beautiful Colorado stars and watch incredible professional actors do their thing. And it's time for some comedy.
I agree.
2026 is time for comedy.
We need some comedy.
We need to laugh together.
Not mentioning anything. I will say that the 2 twins, the farcical part of this, that's classic.
Oh, it's so good.
Can't wait. Shannon, I happened to play Bottom, the donkey, in Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Great Bottom,
I was an ass.
Sure.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I did it at camp, Midsummer's Night's Dream, it was outside under the stars, and it made a world of difference. So explain why the outside, I know you guys talked on it, but why is the outside so good for Shakespeare or any play?
Oh, it's just classic. I mean, I think especially being tied to nature itself, like the language and how we do it it's really just distilled down to showing off the language, the storytelling. We don't have a lot of bells and whistles and tech. We've got a couple lights. We've got some speakers so it can hit you in, like on the back wall is what we call it, right? In the field if you're really far out. Because we had 500 people.
Stop.
Yeah, last Friday and Saturday.
Stop.
So we're drawing really big crowds. And so I think everyone's feeling that magic.
Yeah.
You know, you're under these gorgeous trees. You've got the stars. You see the sunset during the show. But there's no better way to experience Shakespeare.
I completely agree with you. That just sounds like magic. That really sounds like magic. Okay. Affordability, as we've said, and I've said many times on the show, is really bad for everybody right now. And you had mentioned this, but how much is it to go?
It is $0. 0 gentle dollars. So we've collected sponsorships from all sorts of wonderful companies, including the city of Centennial, which is one of our partners, which is wonderful. Again, we're bringing in hundreds of people per show to this experience, and so it's a really great chance to experience something like this with a low threshold, right? Come in, bring your picnic basket, bring your kiddos. It's super friendly for families in that way because we just want to share these incredible stories and these amazing actors. The actors that are part of these productions are fantastic. This being one of them.
This being one of them.
All right, everyone.
It's a great chance for people to test out Shakespeare. I think also folks are often turned away because they got intimidated or scared about Shakespeare in high school. This is not that experience. Shakespeare back in the day was performed without all the bells and whistles.
Just at the Globe.
In the theater that was lit by the sun and happened in the middle of the day, and there were penny tickets. I mean, you had to stand at the time. We let you bring chairs, but you know, there's always been accessibility with Shakespeare, and that's really fantastic. So you get to see these professional actors in a gorgeous Colorado setting for free. Of course, afterwards, if you feel like you want to donate, we literally pass a hat at the end, but there's no pressure at all. So it's a great opportunity to enjoy sort of old school Denver Metro fun with hundreds of people.
Yeah, and that's how Shakespeare wanted it. I'll also love if you come, you're going to meet, it's a community you're going to meet.
Yes.
I need more community. I got to get coffee with you. Okay, we said this is a family-friendly event. Kids can come, Shannon?
Yes, I have to tell you, we have this group of kids, neighborhood kids. You haven't experienced it as much because he directed and left, you know, he pops in every so often. But basically, this group of kids has been there like pretty much every performance this year.
Way.
They ride in on their bikes, they sit in the front row. I'm getting to know all their names, so shout out to them. Thank you for coming. So this is extremely family friendly. Aaron did such a great job with the script of just how slapstick fun it is. There's a puppet in it as well. So fun for the whole family, for sure.
That's great. And when you're doing farce, you have to be on the beat. It's almost like footsteps to know how fast
It's musical.
It is. There's a whole rhythm, right?
Yeah.
I sound like I should be in it.
Yeah.
Come on by.
Next year, we've got our next actor.
What?
There we
All
go.
right, attend the closing weekend of Shakespeare in the Wild this Thursday through Sunday. I want you to RSVP today by going to shakesinthewild.com. That's a cute little website right there. You can also find them on social media at Shakes in the Wild. Remember, this is free, and the shows start at 7 p.m. It was lovely to see you and lovely to meet you. Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a yummy Good Friends Friday. The team from Penzano joins us for a taste of their new menu. You do not want to miss it. All right, so we just saw some stage drama. Let's move on to like life drama with the kids, new school, the schedules, everything in between. Keep an eye on your eyes. So Nick Tverdik from Aria Integrative Health stopped by earlier with information that can help you look fresh and restored. Don't I look fresh? You're looking good, taking care of yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's been an amazing summer with the kids. There's a lot of eating, a lot of chocolate chips, a lot of lollipops, things like that. It's time to get back to you taking care of yourself. It was funny. I was yesterday looking in the mirror. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have nose hairs. I gotta get my stuff back together.
Get yourself together.
But I was living with the kids nonstop, going on vacation, and now it's time to take care of ourselves.
All right, stop bragging. It's a weird flex, okay? Okay. So my eye bags have slowly crept in as I age. They're now turning into full-on suitcases, okay? Okay, but you say, and usually I'd be like, oh, I have to do like filler or whatever. You say that's not the first step.
No.
Okay.
I personally think filler, for the most part, is going to be gone in 10 years or so. It never leaves your face, guys. And if you really want to scare yourself, any of the viewers, go jump on and look at MRI imagery of what happens to filler. It never goes away. We're seeing clogged lymphatic systems, things like that. Do not get me wrong. There's a place for some of it. But we should really look at the root cause of what's causing the under eye bags or what's really causing the following. It is not just loss of volume from collagen or elastin, which is all we've heard about for the first time. And I'm so excited about this because there's zero pain, zero downtime. We're actually addressing all the root issues of what's happening underneath the eyes, which is so much more than collagen and elastin.
Yeah, there's drama happening here.
Drama.
I know nothing about, but it makes you
especially if you have kids.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. If you have kids, it's over. You know what I mean? But he can help. So M-Face. What can M-Face for eyes and M-Face do? What is it doing?
Yes. So when we talk about aging, right? Everything that we've talked about in facial aesthetics with lasers and microneedling, et cetera, it's all been about collagen, collagen, collagen. Yeah. That's a fraction of what's happening with facial aging, especially underneath the eyes. So what happens is you actually have fat pads here, and I don't know if Moss is on the camera, but if you zoom in, this is gonna look really weird for everybody, but if you zoom in, and it'll come back up. But what happens is you actually have the fat pads here.
There you go,
so
do it.
When I do this, you can see that fat pad poke out. And I know it's gross, but the second I smile, it pushes it back.
Yeah.
So you have a muscle here called your orbicularis oculi. So we have elevator muscles in our face, and we lose up to 8% of our facial muscle tissue every decade after age 30 for the rest of our lives.
Why? I'm sorry.
It's called sarcopenia. It's a natural part of aging, but that is actually what's causing the eye bags. We all have the fat pads, as I just showed you, except I have the muscle tone to keep it at bay. When you lose the muscle, whether it be with Ozempic or tirzepatide or just aging in general, those fat pads don't have the muscle or the connective tissue to hold them back. So what we're doing with M-Face, and we actually have another device that if I like you when you come in for your initial consultation, we can actually thicken up that tissue as well with a device where we're rebuilding hyaluronic acid.
Oh, wow.
Two things we've never been able to do before naturally. We're retoning that muscle, always zero pain, zero downtime, zero negative side effects. You just saw a short little video of how it actually works. But we are restoring that tone to push those fat pads back, and then we thicken up that tissue again with collagen, elastin, but for the first time ever. Yes, so this is M-Face eyes happening right now, as you can
see
tell.
her eye.
Yeah,
So it's just like a contraction?
Yeah, it's causing a supramaximal muscle contraction. So we're actually causing an electromagnetic field over the elevator muscles, and we're causing a 100% supramaximal muscle contraction. It's a 20-minute treatment. There's zero pain. There's zero downtime. So if you are looking in the mirror after that long summer of the kids and traveling and all of that, it is time to take care of yourself. So if you feel tired and you look tired because of the eye bags, we can completely reverse it non-surgically.
Non-surgically. I don't even have kids and I feel that way. Okay, how does this all fit together? Because you have something called the ARIA Lift.
Yes.
Which is really like everything together, right?
Correct.
Talk to me about how that fits in.
Yeah, so that's actually addressing the entire process of what's happening with aging. Because yes, we have collagen, we have elastin, we have tone, so hyperpigmentation, brown spots, red spots, texture. That's everything that's been in facial aesthetics for really 35 years or so. The root crux of what's causing the nasolabial folding, the jowling, the submentum, the under eye bags. I've been on Colorado and Company for 15 years. We've treated 17,000 patients. The underlying structure and foundation with muscle and connective tissue, we've never been able to talk about it because we haven't been able to do anything about it until M-Face. So M-Face is treating that structure and that foundation. It's kind of like when you're building a house. The most important thing is pour the foundation, and then you want to make sure all the walls are framed appropriately. That's what the muscle and the connective tissue is doing. Then we create the collagen. Then we create the elastin with best-in-class technology. That's at the end.
I see.
And then tone and texture. But for the first time ever, this is a full non-surgical facelift. But the under eye bags drive so many people crazy, and this is truly the only non-surgical option that you should be looking at for under eye bags.
And I have to be honest, it takes your confidence away, you know? There's nothing you can cover. There's
people
nothing
wear glasses that don't need them.
I know, I do. There's nothing in them. There's no glass at all. Just frames. All right, guys. Sorry I got aggressive. Call Nick and his team at ARIA Integrative Health and ask about M-Face for eyes. Enjoy up to 30% off. Call 303-953-2899 for today's special price. ARIA Integrative Health sponsored today's segment. We got the craziest trio ever coming up. You got fantastic chicken fingers, the warmth of one love, and plush puppies, or maybe even a real one. Let's look at the boo-boo. That's Amanda. More after the break. Look at Amanda. In the class after coming up with Raising Cane's. That's amazing.
Wild, right?
All right, 30 years of Raising Cane's One Love slogan is celebrating the best way they know how, by giving back. Oh, and plush puppies. With more, welcome Jade Gale. She's the area leader of Raising Cane's restaurants, and from Humane, Colorado, we have Libby Williamson. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So good
Great
to
be
see
here.
you both.
Good to
I
see you
love
again, Tori.
I was going to say, we're kind of becoming real close.
Kind of, yeah.
I kind of love it. Okay, Libby, before we get to the plushies, please introduce us to the star of the show. Who is your real-life furry friend?
Absolutely. This is Amanda. She came into the shelter recently as a stray. She's about 10 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely precious. Has charmed the socks off of our shelter staff and volunteers. Full of love, full of tail wags.
I'm obsessed.
She is fantastic.
So I did talk to them. I'm going to try and foster Amanda. So we're going to figure this out. I'm obsessed with her. Jade, let's talk about what Raising Cane's is doing to celebrate the 30 years. That's a huge deal that you've been that long.
Yeah, since 1996, August 28th was our conception. And so this year for our 30th birthday, we're celebrating with an exclusive plush puppy that's 90s themed. Obviously, you got the boom box, you know, this round
CD.
circular thing that plays music that no one knows what it is anymore, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing to celebrate for our 30th birthday. And then you can also get cool 90s themed Raising Cane's gear on raisingcanesgear.com as well for human clothes. But Amanda could probably look good in it too.
Yeah, she would rock it. I'm a 90s girl, so this is like, and the mix CDs you'd make.
Oh yeah, you like have the Sharpie on there and everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, now the plush puppies, they do more than just adorable ability. Explain more than that.
Yeah, the best part about them, I think, is that we give back to local humane societies like Humane Colorado, which has been a wonderful partner for us. But the full proceeds of purchasing one of these goes 100% to Humane Colorado if you're purchasing Colorado. 100%. If you're anywhere else in the nation, it's just going to whatever local organization they select. Right. So, but for us, it's Humane.
And it's 100%?
100%, yeah. $12.99 plus tax, 100% of that, other than the tax, is going to Humane Colorado this year.
Raising Cane's more like raising hope.
Oh,
Am
yeah.
I right? All right, thank you. Libby, what does working with Raising Cane's in this way mean to you and the whole group at Humane?
Yeah, it's so impactful. You know, Raising Cane's has been a fantastic partner for us throughout the years. This is not the first year we've gotten to work with them with this fantastic puppy plush. And their support has helped provide so much life-saving care and sheltering, community veterinary services, shelter veterinary services, fostering, adopting.
Hello.
They're just great
Hello.
partners.
Amazing. I think it's cool that you guys have this partnership. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah. You've saved dogs' lives. All right, Jade,
Try.
talk about what you brought today, because the smell is delicious. I got some backstage, and I put it for my dinner tonight.
Oh, don't make me blush. Wow.
Okay, tell me what you brought here.
Yeah, so here we have our box combo. You know, our whole mission is to serve the perfect box. And what we mean by that is hand battered, 24-hour marinated chicken tenders. Yep, and that's the best thing about them is they're 24-hour marinated. Not a lot of places do that.
No one does that.
Yeah, right, and then we have grade A extra long crinkle cut fries that are just perfectly crisp every time you order them. We have Texas toast from Klosterman's Bakery.
This is the big thing.
Yeah, they do a wonderful job there. And then we have, you know, handmade coleslaw, and then our very famous Raising Cane sauce. That is a secret.
It is.
We can't tell how it's made, but
sauce.
fun fact, only managers can make it at our restaurants. Yeah,
Really?
kind of a little fun fact about it.
way.
Yeah, it's exclusive to our managers to making it. So.
I put, so I have some backstage, like I said, and I put like 4 of the sauces. And like, It's the sauce is everything.
Yeah.
I love the sauce.
You can actually order a full-size cup of sauce if you want to. Yeah, totally. Yeah, we'll do it for you.
I would
We'll
not
do
be
it for
afraid.
you.
I would not be afraid. Okay, Libby, one of my viewers, let's say, wants to adopt Amanda. First steps. First of all, you have to go through me. I'm not kidding. But tell me what their first steps are, because our viewers are wonderful animal lovers.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first step is always checking out our website, humanecolorado.org. Oh, hi, Amanda.
She knows.
She knows. She says
She's going home with Tori.
You can check out our website, see what adoptable dogs we have, read up about them, then come to any of our shelter locations. You'll be matched with an adoptions counselor to help you through the process. And actually, if people are looking to adopt in the next week or so, we have adoption fees waived for all dogs and cats over 1 year old through the end of this month.
I love this for senior dogs or older dogs.
For anyone 1 year and older.
Yeah, because
almost
puppies
every
go so
animal.
fast. Yeah. Oh, this 10-year-old, and she loves curling up on the couch, you said?
She does. She likes to sleep. She likes
This
to
is
go
my
on
favorite.
car rides. She was an angel on the way here.
Really?
She's amazing.
Amanda, you demanded that I take you home. Okay. All right. Let me ask you guys your favorite meal, Jade. A favorite part of Raising Cane's if you had to pick your favorite. I know, that's really difficult. I know,
Put me on the spot here, Tori.
I know.
I have to say our 24-hour marinated chicken fingers. I
Fair.
mean, they're too good,
Yeah.
right? They're
We're getting
juicy,
snaps in the
delicious.
studio.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's
and
like you
then
can't beat it.
These two, the drinks, they're famous too. Talk to me about the drinks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think one great thing about our lemonade is it is literally hand squeezed every single day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, so much so that I'll even say it's a giant pain in the butt, but worth every second of it.
That's
Yeah, our crew
amazing.
members work tremendously hard to just juice those every day. And then, yeah, I think that's the best thing about it. It's truly just lemon juice, sugar, and water. How lemonade should be.
This is what I'm taking home
Yeah.
too. Okay, I got a full pack coming. All right, plush puppies are back, everyone, at Raising Cane's starting tomorrow. It is their 30th anniversary. That's my age, just kidding. So stop by and pick up some delicious chicken fingers and a plush puppy. All the proceeds from each plush puppy, again, sold benefit Humane Colorado, which is an amazing organization. For more information, go to raisingcanes.com. humanecolorado.com. Now, if you are interested in adopting Amanda, just go to humanecolorado.org right now and learn how you can give this cutie a loving forever home. Is it my home? It might be my home. All right, when Colorado and Company returns, see Denver like you've never seen it before. How to sign up for a tour right after the break.
Have you been horribly injured by a product made by the Acme Corporation?
It's not your fault. There's probably someone to blame.
That's a look at the new flick Coyote versus Acme. Later, we chat with two of the stars of the film, including Will Forte.
We all know who's responsible, and all of his injuries are self-inflicted.
As we slowly shift into fall, there's a fun and interesting way you can learn about Colorado and Denver. I'm so excited for this. Joining me now with more on the historic walking tours is Jay Homestead, the Senior Director of Preservation Advocacy at Historic Denver. What a title. What a beautiful title you have. All right, Jay, Historic Denver has so much going on right now. Fill us in. What's going on?
Sure. Fall is an excellent time to get out and explore your city. If you want to be a tourist for a day, take one of our neighborhood walking tours, the gold standard of neighborhood walking tours in the city.
Unbelievable. And I like that it's outside walking. You're not on a bus. You're actually getting the feeling, the fall air, the crispness, you know. All right, let's highlight a few spots you can check out on the walking tour, starting with the D and F Tower. What is this?
So the Daniels and Fisher Tower on the 16th Street Mall was Denver's first skyscraper.
Really?
And it was the tallest building in Denver until 1957.
No way. So this is it right here?
Yep.
Beautiful.
So we operate tours there during the week for as low as $10. You can come in, check it out. You can go 375 feet up to take a look at our main observation deck on the 20th floor.
Really good views.
Really good views.
Really good views. I know a lot of people are oh, look at the clock too. That's stunning. Some of the other places that we can learn about, we've probably passed them a million times without looking. That's like what history is. Tell me about those.
Sure. So another tour that I often recommend is our Lodo walking tour.
Okay.
So if you want a good Denver History 101, sign up for the Lodo tour. You get a good foundation of, you know, Union Station, how that helped the city develop.
Yes.
It also has one of the largest collections of warehouses of the turn of the last century in the country, so definitely come check that one out. Also, the Capitol Hill tour. If you want to learn
cool.
about the drama of Victorian society in Denver, come sign up for our Cap Hill tour.
Really? I live near Lodo, so I'm going to walk on over to that one. But the Cap Hill one sounds fascinating. If you're into politics and history and the Victorian era, let's talk about what else is going on with Historic Denver during the fall specifically.
Sure. So this is also a big time of year for us because our annual award season. We're gearing up for our annual gala at the Brown Palace on October 29th.
Nice.
And so we've just announced our award winners for this year, and we have an excellent class of honorees this year that include Happy Haynes, the first African-American city councilwoman, to the Cleo Parker Robinson Center for the Healing Arts. Yep, the addition that they just did, and also the restoration of Larimer Square.
Nice. I'm a big Larimer Square person. I think this is such a great idea for people who might live in Denver and still want this kind of knowledge that you don't have. All right, I'm gonna ask you a hard question.
Sure.
Your favorite historic spot in Denver that you would tell like your family you gotta go to?
Well, so I have a lot.
Okay.
But one of my more
You can give top three. Top three.
One of my more recent ones I would say is the La Vista Motel on East Colfax.
I've heard it's amazing.
It's amazing. Yes, they've done such an incredible job. So, you know, show your love for East Colfax, the businesses that are on East Colfax, they need it right now. But this one especially, it's a mid-century modern motel that they've just renovated. It looks beautiful. Plus there's a coffee shop where you can go in and get coffee or a cocktail. It's a great place to hit up happy hour at the end of the day.
I was gonna say, or a workspace if you wanna hang out.
Or a workspace.
Every one of my friends has gone there and it looks so, like the 1950s, 60s, like the whole couches and the lights, it's all perfect.
They're one of our award winners.
Are they? Good for them. And they're recently open, am I right?
Yep.
Awesome, that's amazing. All right, let me ask you a question. You know those big signs that have, like you see the signs that have the old, do you guys also, I'm not saying it well, but
ghost signs? Like on the side of
like where you can see what it was before.
Yeah.
Do you guys walk through those?
Well, so they talk about a lot of different things on the tours, but yeah, sometimes they highlight what some of those were. They might be past businesses that were foundational to the development of the city, but yeah, sometimes those will creep into our tours as well.
Beautiful. And then what kind of people do you find that go on the tours? Is it families? Is it, like, tell me more about that.
Oh, definitely families. It's a great family activity to do. Yeah, but we have people, people visiting. Like I said, a lot of times we get people who just want to learn about their city.
Right.
They've moved here recently and they want to learn and find out ways to get involved. We also have a volunteer program if that's what they want to do and be one of our walking tour guides.
Oh, wow. I kind of want to sign up.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a good walking tour guide.
Definitely.
Someone's laughing over there, but no, I would make a good one. I'm just kidding. So grab your walking shoes and sign up for a guided Denver history walking tour. See all the options now at historicdenver.org. I don't know about you, but we here at KUSA are already looking forward to next week. We are working on a preview of the first ever Colorado Pizza Festival. Speaking of history right there. Plus International Vulture Awareness Day is coming up. I love it. What you need to know, all that and more next week on KUSA. Remember waking up on a Saturday morning, grabbing a bowl of that sugary cereal and watching cartoons? Oh, it's the best. Well, now you can make new memories with those same cartoon characters thanks to the new flick Coyote versus Acme. Producer Colleen caught up with two of the stars, Will Forte and Lana Condor. Here's her conversation.
Have you ever set a big stack of TNT on the road, hoping to blow up your nemesis, but the detonator itself explodes? Have you ever pulled the ripcord of your parachute and only a bunch of silverware comes out? It's not your fault. Acme is evil.
Hi guys, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm hoping you can help settle a debate for me because when I was researching this, the internet has me pretty flustered. Does Roadrunner say meep meep or is it beep beep?
Oh, I've been down that road too. The internet has me flustered.
I'm in the meep meep camp.
I'm in the meep camp.
Me too, meep meep.
Okay.
Okay, we settled it, thank you. The internet can take it from there.
Yeah.
So I love this movie, I think it's so fantastic, but I have to ask both of you, what was the most challenging part about working with a cartoon and who was the biggest diva?
I was the biggest diva. To answer, that's an easy
God,
answer.
no one ever in their life would ever call. He's the furthest from diva.
We had a guy come in, this guy, Dave Barkley, who's a master puppeteer. He's done so many iconic puppets in the past. Jabba the Hutt and Yoda and characters in Fraggle Rock. Yeah, so like he had this Wile E. Coyote puppet, and we would rehearse with this puppet and even do the first couple takes, and then the puppet would be removed, and in its place would be like a stick with a tennis ball in it, so we would know where to look. So it really did a great job of bringing these scenes to life for us, and made it a lot easier than you would think it would be.
That's fantastic, but did the tennis ball have its own trailer?
No, they put it in a box.
But Wiley, there was a moment where I walked up to our green room and Wiley was just hanging on a director's chair, like
Wiley
relaxing.
did have a director's chair.
Wiley had a director's chair.
You're looking at the guy who is taking on the biggest corporation in the world.
They're suing us for every Acme product.
Acme denies all charges. That is for you. All I gotta do is walk out the store right now. Please don't. This is not funny. I thought cartoons are supposed to be funny.
So Will, I want to talk to you about your character a little bit. What research did you go into doing this character development? Did you watch a lot of Law and Order? Or what into that?
I did zero research into. I mean, I've grown up with a lot of friends being lawyers, and the script is just so beautifully written. This is a character you can find really doing anything in life. Like it was more about like this person's life view than his occupation, and just so it was so well written that I just was able to kind of say the words that were given me. But it's just a beautiful story, and this Sammy Birch, who wrote it, made it very easy on us.
And Alana, I want to talk to you. Take me a little bit behind the scenes. Who broke the most on set and made everyone laugh the most? I have a feeling it might be the guy next to you.
Oh, no. Actually, no.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn. And by Foghorn, never broke. But he made all of us laugh a lot, and we were deeply, deeply into his performance. I mean, I don't think any of our actors broke, because you're in because we're professional. But I will say that watching the actor who played Foghorn perform, he was so incredible, and he had a lot of he got a lot of unscripted laughs from people, from background. Like he was quite the entertainer, and he was amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But Acme is so nostalgic for everyone. I know I have memories of Saturday morning cartoon watching with the sugary cereal. But I'm curious, what memories do you guys have tied to this? And it can't be from filming the movie.
Oh, I mean, this Looney Tunes was. I can't remember a time in my life when there wasn't Looney Tunes. It's so deeply ingrained in my life. That said, I don't think you have to be a Looney Tunes fan to enjoy this movie. I think that adds an extra layer of nostalgia, and it makes it very special. But it's just kind of an awesome movie, no matter what.
Totally.
I can't wait for my kids to see it. They very rarely get the chance to see something I've done because it's all on the dirtier side usually. So this is just this really awesome, special family movie.
Lana, how about you?
My parents introduced me to Looney Tunes. My mom is a very, very big fan. But you know what? I don't know if this is really a memory, as more just an observation. But I was in Japan a while back, and they have some of the coolest vintage Looney Tunes merch out there. So that's a total side note, but that's a way it's a part of my life. I did a lot of shopping.
Hey, that's definitely a memory. And then my final question. Yeah, I mean, I might have to go to Japan and check some of that out. But my final question, will Kevin Avery represent MacGruber next?
I think that's the logical leap. Yeah. MacGruber's got a lot of cases that he's not the plaintiff, he's the defendant in a lot of cases. So, yeah, Kevin Avery will go on defense.
We'll have to watch out for that. But love this movie. Congrats on it. And thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What'd you see?
I taught.
You taught? I don't pay you to think you taught. I pay you to talk.
I did taught.
What did you teach? What did you talk?
You can catch Coyote versus Acme in theaters on August 28th. That's all, folks. Just kidding. We have more Coco right after the break. That's all, folks. Welcome back, y'all. Well, Colfax has always been one of Denver's most iconic streets. But right now, construction is really making it tough for small businesses. Mama Joe's is a neighborhood favorite that serves up phenomenal comfort food. But like so many businesses along Colfax, they're feeling the impact, and we want to support them. So earlier, we talked to them about how you can eat good food and support good people. Jody, for anyone who hasn't been to Mama Joe's yet, how would you describe what you guys do best? You mixing the barbecue and the biscuits.
So we call it Southern comfort food / barbecue. So we specifically focus on Carolina style, especially with something like the pulled pork. We toss it with a vinegar sauce.
Nice.
And then we just have kind of homey goodness, like our hush puppies, our fried green tomatoes. So.
I hear a lot about the hush puppies.
They're amazing, and not a lot of people have things like that. Another thing we have at the restaurant is collard greens, which you just don't find in Denver often, and we do them really well. So just really yummy, down-home food.
That sounds delicious. Okay, so Ben, y'all have been making everything on the menu in-house. I love that. Tell me about what you guys brought here today.
All right, so we can start on this end. We have our fried green tomatoes. We make those to order. We serve that with a mustard chow chow, which is sort of a mustard relish. Our fried chicken is kind of our signature.
Is it? Okay.
So we do a lemon brine on that overnight, and then we fry it to order, buttermilk, and it gets topped with pimento cheese, our house bread and butter pickles, and our house pepper jam on our smoked Gouda biscuit. And that's our top seller for sure.
I bet this is Gouda.
Yeah.
I bet it
is. The little flecks that you see in there are cheese.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good for you, but it's so delicious.
No, but it's good for here.
It's good for the
yeah. So hush puppies also we make to order, and we serve them with a smoked jalapeno white sauce. And then we have our barbecue pulled pork sandwich, which we top with our coleslaw, our Alabama white sauce, and our house pickles. My personal favorite is served with the apple barbecue sauce, which I think is just something that's very special and unique about Mama Joe's.
The apple barbecue. I like
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
so-
apple butter barbecue sauce.
yeah.
So we make an apple butter and then we turn that into barbecue sauce, and it's very addictive.
Yes.
Dang. And what is this over here?
The dessert spread. So we have a few more at the restaurant too, but these are some of our favorites. So this is a banana pudding pie. So there's a banana pudding inside, little empanada-ish.
Yes.
But there's like the southern banana pudding that's layers of vanilla wafers, whipped cream, banana. But this is our version of it, topped with some crushed vanilla wafers.
Oh my word.
It's really delicious. And then this is a molasses chocolate chip cookie. So a little more, and I put salt on everything.
I
so
do too.
You dessert
I love
included.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a salty, sweet molasses chocolate chip cookie.
Oh,
yeah.
sounds so good.
And then just another view of that biscuit there, all the nice flaky layers in there.
Flaky little, and the
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah. You wouldn't believe how soft it is on the inside. You want to do a pull apart there?
do a pull apart.
Yeah, like. It's just,
Oh,
yeah.
Mama
soft.
Joe's.
It'll hold up on the outside when you're eating a sandwich like that, but nice
And
and
they are
soft
so good.
on the
I
inside.
bet. And you could put apple butter on that.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
Or anything.
We've got honey, we got butter, all the.
We got 6 house-made sauces.
Unbelievable.
Everything is house-made.
Yeah.
That's, I think, what kind of sets us apart from other barbecue
You guys
restaurants.
are all
Everything is
house-made.
house-made.
Okay, so Jody, construction along Colfax is hurting a lot of small businesses, as I've said. How has it affected Mama Joe's?
Oh, you can look at our sales and just, you can pinpoint exactly where the construction started in front of us. Yeah. So they definitely dropped off because people are avoiding the area. And I can't blame them entirely. It's hard to find parking, but definitely has affected sales. Feedback has still continued to be great. We have seen so many people just coming to the area, especially the community that lives right on Colfax, and they specifically say when they come in, we're coming in to support you, which is phenomenal.
Amazing.
So we just need more of that to happen. But it's just been difficult. I mean, I'm speaking from the restaurant side of things, like food cost is rising, labor costs are rising, credit card processing fees are rising, and like all that factors into the cost of your meal. So there's only so much we can charge for a sandwich.
Yeah, at some point, $16, $17 is about as much as we can charge for a sandwich.
Right, but you have to be approachable.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
The overhead and all that.
Right, but the more people that come in, the lower we can keep those costs.
I see.
Too, so.
Guys, we want this lower. Everybody come in. Everybody come in. What are your guys' favorites on the menu?
Oh man. I'm a fan of the pulled pork. That's probably one of my favorites. And then, of course, the pie. And I also probably eat a cookie every day.
Okay, good.
My go-to is our Nashville hot, which we didn't bring, but it is just, it's phenomenal.
Is it fried chicken?
It's the same fried chicken, but we dip it in our Nashville hot oil, and then it gets topped with our Alabama white sauce, coleslaw, and pickles, and it's just on a squishy bun.
Delicious.
Forget about
We
it.
make these in-house too. So like we said, everything is
These are house-made burger buns, house-made biscuits.
Unbelievable. You guys are fantastic. I want our viewers to support. Thank you for being with us today. So get out there and support local businesses like Mama Joe's during all of this Colfax construction. If you don't want to dine in, you can order takeout, delivery, or even catering. Just go to mamajoebiscuits.com or find them on Instagram at Mama Joe Biscuits. Well, let's keep the food talk going, shall we? When we come back, Denver Life's Magazine's August chef issue is your guide to good eating. Why you need to get it before it's gone. Well, this is the last week to get Denver Life Magazine's August Chef's issue and learn about the culinary geniuses shaping the Denver food scene. Earlier, writer Marissa Smith and Chef Ty Leone were here to talk about the mag and the chef's 2 delicious hotspots, Dear Amelia and Restaurant Olivia. Marissa, the August issue, and we have it right here, is the chef's issue, and it includes Ty Leone. It's all about our city's most beloved chefs. What is it about chefs that you decided to do an issue about?
Oh, where to start, Tori? It really is a tribute and a celebration of what makes Denver such an incredible dining experience.
It has become renowned for that.
It really, really has. It's so special. And so Chef Ty is here with us. He's absolutely amazing. And yeah, it really just showcases and celebrates a lot of the talent that makes Denver such an incredible food destination.
Yeah. It used to be just like brewery, get a beer and like whatever. But now it's like get the food. And your 2 restaurants are on the top. Top of
appreciate
that. Chef Ty, you're the genius behind Restaurant Olivia, which has some of the best Italian food in Denver, as people have said. And your newest venture, Dear Amelia, is also creating buzz. Take us there to Dear Amelia. What is it like? Explain the vibes.
Yeah, so Dear Amelia kind of starts from the region of Emilia-Romagna in Italy. The capital is Bologna. Most people kind of are familiar with Bologna and Bolognese.
Yeah.
And so we tried to take all of our trips and all of the time we spent there and kind of consolidate it into this little restaurant that we have. And so just kind of taking all of the traditional food that comes from there, mortadella, prosciutto, parmigiano, and kind of just incorporating them and those ingredients in our own way here at the restaurant.
I spent a year abroad in Florence.
Okay.
And I took my parents, the only place was, we got to go to Bologna. That was the one we wanted. The food was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Okay, you brought a signature dish today. Tell us about this. It looks phenomenal.
So this is our lasagna. We wanted to kind of do a different form of lasagna.
Yeah.
So the flavors are more traditional flavors of lasagna, so no ricotta in here at all.
Oh, wow.
So just bolognese and a bechamel. And so we take that and kind of roll it. We sear both sides of it to kind of make it super crispy and hold all the ingredients in there. And then serve it with some pomodoro, basil, some more bechamel.
Some tomato. Tell me about this green part. What is that?
Yeah, so that's the lasagna, the pasta.
Oh, that's pasta?
Yeah. So we have like a sheet. We start with a sheet and then we roll it up into like this rollato, like a little pinwheel, almost like a savory cinnamon roll.
Oh my God, yeah. Savory.
Yeah.
And then you pour it in the middle?
It actually just kind of stays. The filling stays in there because we sear it so hard in the pan.
Yeah.
And we get that nice crust on there. And so everything that's inside of that savory cinnamon roll kind of stays in there. Yeah.
Savory cinnamon
I
roll.
know.
This is unbelievable. All right, Marissa, Chef was, of course, kind enough to share his lasagna recipe with you and the issue. If you guys want to try it at home, which is amazing at Denver Life Magazine, what other special things do you bring to the magazine just for readers? Because that's important to know.
Absolutely. And this issue, readers can read all about some of our favorite chefs' local favorite dishes, and they can explore all different restaurants around Denver, some of our recommendations and suggestions. They can even find recipes, whether it be for a meal to make or a cocktail recipe that they can make at home. It's pretty special. It's a very special issue.
I also want to hear like where the best ones are. I always like going over the list
Yes.
of like the editorial stuff.
Yes.
And
yeah.
apparently this was one of them. I'm going to try that. Is that
Go
okay,
for it.
Chef?
Yeah.
Okay. Abbiamo bisogno di mangiare. Sì?
Sì.
Va bene. Okay. And do you cut it like this? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you can totally cut it. There's really no wrong way of eating
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like I'm not. People also know on the show I take way too big of a bite. So please,
It's easy to
bear
do.
with me. Okay. I know. Oh my God.
Isn't it phenomenal?
Oh my God.
Yep.
There's such a light touch to it too. There's savory,
know.
hearty, but
I know.
there's a grace to it. I know that sounds really weird.
No, you're fine.
There's something really special about that.
Awesome.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Appreciate
Okay,
that.
just curious. Now I'm having trouble eating. Your restaurants have really cool names.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Olivia?
So myself and then I have two business partners. Olivia is the name of one of my business partners' daughter.
Aww.
Yeah. And so we were kind of throwing out ideas for before Olivia became a thing.
Yeah.
We were throwing out ideas for names, and that one is the one that just stuck.
It sounds beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then Amelia's for the Amelia, you know.
Yeah. It's so Dear Amelia is kind of meant to be a love letter to the region of Emilia-Romagna, and so we kind of bring all of those things. For example, we have postcards for our dessert menus that we can send out.
Really?
Yeah. So we just Dear Amelia kind of
A
stuck.
tribute. Yeah. Have you ever done voiceover work? You have a beautiful voice.
Not the first time.
Have
I've
people
heard it.
really?
Yeah.
I'm like, you could put me to sleep with
Oh
a
my
calm
goodness.
app. You know,
Yeah.
it's very good.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Really, thank you. I'm very calm now. So get the chef's issue of Denver Life Magazine. Plan a night out to a fabulous restaurant or two. Subscribe at denverlifemagazine.com or pick it up at King Soopers, Safeway, Barnes & Noble, or Tattered Cover. If you want it right now, get your digital copy at zinio.com. Thanks for your company, Colorado, and for watching the #1 rated, longest running lifestyle show in Denver. Portions of today's program were sponsored by the businesses listed on your screen. Football season is right around the corner. Spice up your tailgating lineup with Los Cientos' new Caliente Tequila. Things are heating up tomorrow on the show. And remember, everybody you meet is facing an uphill battle you know nothing about. So be kind, be gentle, be patient, and then apply that right back to yourself. I'm trying the exact same thing and thinking of y'all. We'll see you next time. Do it with me. Bye.